Guru Krishna Sita Aparada Sonya Hai Guru Krishna Nam Aparada Sonya Hai Guru Krishna Nam Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dana Pram Krishna Mata Krishna Pita Krishna Dana Pram Nadiya Godru Me Nityānanda Mahajan Nadiya Godru Me Nityānanda Mahajan Shradhavanjana Hai 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 Krishna samsara kori shariya nacha Krishna samsara koro shariya nacha Jivedaya Krishna nam sarvadamasam Jivedaya Krishna nam sarvadamasam Nadiya Godru Me Nityānanda Mahajan Nadiya Godru Me Nityānanda Mahajan Shradhavanjana Hai 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Jaya Gaura Nitai, 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 Jaya Gaura
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We heartily welcome you on behalf of our spiritual master, His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj, to the 7th Global Online event. And this time we're celebrating the appearance of our original Guru, Sri Nityānanda Prabhu. So before we start the session for today, we would like to honor the take permission from our beloved Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj. And I request His Grace Kamita Prabhu to kindly offer the garland to Maharaj. Kamita Prabhu. I think due to some technical difficulties, we are not able to see Maharaj on the screen. But with his blessings, Hare Krishna Shila Gurudev.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Gurudev, and we're requesting Kamita Prabhu to kindly offer the garland to Maharaj, and we seek your permissions and blessing, Maharaj, to start our session today.
Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much,
I'm streaming.
We're very sorry for this technical difficulty here. We're moving ahead, however. The next section, wherein we would be quickly taking you all through some announcements. So today, we're going to be having Portuguese and Hindi translation. So this little video on your screen will help you get into your respective channels.
Hare Krishna, queridos devotos, reverências, todas as glórias a Srila Prabhupada. Hoje teremos interpretação simultânea para a língua portuguesa. Se você desejar ouvir em português e estiver no computador, clique no ícone do globo no canto inferior direito da sua tela. Em seguida, selecione o idioma português. Para os usuários de celular, clique no ícone mais, depois no ícone do globo e em seguida escolha o canal de português. muito obrigada. हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्णा. आज हिंदी भाषा में अनुवाद की सुविधा उपलब्ध है. अपने कंप्यूटर पर हिंदी इंटरप्रिटेशन चैनल तक पहुंचने के लिए कृपया अपनी स्क्रीन के निचले दाएं कोने में ग्लोब आइकन पर क्लिक करें. इसके बाद हिंदी चैनल पर क्लिक करें. मोबाइल उपयोगकर्ताओं के लिए अधिक आइकन पर क्लिक करें, फिर भाषा व्याख्या के लिए ग्लोब आइकन पर और हिंदी चैनल का चयन करें. आपको धन्यवाद. हरे कृष्णा.
So now is the time that you all can get into the channels of Hindi or Portuguese. And as I take you through today's schedule, a quick announcement: if you have any technical difficulties or you need to ask your questions, we have a devotee dedicated for this service with the name Ask Your Servant. So please feel free to drop in your queries. And we are in a webinar pattern wherein you would be getting a prompt to join in as a panelist. So to get into an interactive session, you can click on join as panelist. And with this, I would like to welcome our speaker for today, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj, and would quickly introduce Maharaj to all of you. So, Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept our respectful obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. We're very privileged to have you with us, Maharaj. So for our purification and for the benefit of devotees, I'd quickly like to take the devotees to your introduction. His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj first joined the ISKCON in Mayapur, India in 1978. Maharaj is an initiated disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj and is an integral part of the organization of the headquarters of ISKCON in Mayapur, where he is based. Maharaj's managerial position as temple president at Bhubaneswar, Orissa, has given him an introduction to the responsibilities he has later embraced. Maharaj's GBC zonal assignments include Eastern India, Bangladesh, Korea, and Nepal. Maharaj is also a co-GBC and a co-zonal secretary for North and South Korea, India, Arunachal Pradesh, Mayapur, and West Bengal, including Puri, North and Western Orissa, Bangladesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Nepal, Sikkim, Assam, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Bhutan, Meghalaya, and Tripura. Along with this, Maharaj also travels to many other parts of the globe, encouraging many more like us in their spiritual lives. His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj is also the author of several books which many of us would have come across: Sri Kshetra Parikrama, Sri Navadvip Mandal Parikrama, Death, The Final Call, Who Am I, Who is God, Maya, and a 2-volume book on the pastimes of Krishna's dearest devotee entitled The Glories and Pastimes of Srimati Radharani. Besides this, besides his native Orient, Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj also speaks in Bengali, Hindi, and English, and shares Krishna consciousness in all these languages. It is our greatest privilege to have Maharaj here and to be hearing on this wonderful topic from Maharaj today. And I would like to request His Grace Damodara Prabhu to kindly offer a garland on behalf of our Sanga over here and to honor Maharaj's presence. Samadarshi Prabhu, if you could offer the garland.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj. And here's a garland from Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. And we invite Maharaj now to speak on the topic, the glories of Lord Nityānanda Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamine Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha Sunnavati Ashtattadhistarinim Vandehan Antar Adbhuta Sarjam Sri Nityānandam Ishwaram Jat Seshaya Tat Swarupam Ajnanapi Nirupyate Sankarsanaha Karanatasai Garbhatasai Cha Payabdhisai Sesascha Sakala Nityānanda Rama Saranam Mamastu Ancha Kalpataruvasya Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityānanda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare. Mukam karati bācalang pangulang haiti giringat kripa tamahang bande paramananda madhavam Shri Guru Dinatarinam Sri Chaitanya Swaram Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Sarvadilya. I am very, very grateful to all of you for giving me opportunity to speak few words on glorification of Lord Nityānanda. I know His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Maharaj for many, many years, because almost every year he joins the safari groups of His Holiness 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐴 Guru Maharaj. And I have seen how devotees are so eagerly always waiting to hear from Maharaj. And Maharaj's speech very bold, straightforward. He fearlessly speaks. When he speaks, he's like a lion. He doesn't care who thinks what. He always tries to establish the truth. A very courageous speaker. So I feel myself very fortunate to get some association with Maharaj during Navati Mandal Parikrama safari also. Thank you all. We are all very fortunate to take shelter at the lotus feet of His Holiness. Every year before Nityānanda Trayodaśī, I speak on Nityānanda Prabhu on different event. For this year, this is my first session. The inauguration for this year on Nityānanda Katha. Next few days, I'll be talking on Lord Nityānanda. So, Lord Nityānanda, as all of you know, is very unique the Supreme Personality of Godhead has unlimited forms. In unlimited forms, out of unlimited form, Nityānanda form is very special. Lord Nityānanda is Balaram. Brajendra Nandana Jai Satishuta Haila say Balaram Haila Nitai. Balaram came as Lord Nityānanda and Krishna came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And especially they are known as Audarya Bhava. There is Aishwarya in Dwaraka, in Vaikuntha, Bhagavan is there manifesting himself in Aishwarya Bhava, opulence. In Vrindavan is Madhurya Bhava, sweetness. And in Navadip, Lord appears there, the Audarya Bhava, munificent. So, the glory of Nityānanda Prabhu surpasses the glories of all other Bhagavad Swarups like Krishna, Rama, Vamana, Narasingha, etc. The way Nityānanda Prabhu eagerly delivers the living entities without considering how fallen it is, no other incarnation has exhibited that. Papi tapi jata chilla hai name uddharila tar sakhi jagai madhai. Papi tapi, doesn't matter how sinful person, how austere person, without any considerations, he delivered everybody. And Jagai Madhai are the vivid example of that. So Nityānanda Prabhu, who appeared in Radha Desh, Birbhum district, in Ekachakra, now known as Birchandrapur also. And actually before he even appears, actually that is his eternal abode, first time place. He always staying there. And one Yudhishthir, Panchapandavas, they came to this place. As you must have heard, they were staying there in Ekachakra village. Mahabharata describes Lord Nityānanda appeared to Yudhishthir and he told Yudhishthir, who was very, very happy to see the place, beautiful place of Ekachakra Dham, by seeing the beauty, enchanting environment of Ekachakra Dham. King Yudhishthir was thinking it must be the place of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that night Lord Nityānanda appeared to him and told him to come to Navadip and also informed him that how he will appear there in Ekachakra Dham. Then in due course of time, Lord Nityānanda appeared as son of Harai Pandit, was a Harai Ojha. Actually his name was Mukunda Bandapadhyay, who married to Padmavati, the daughter of king of Mayureshwara. So he married, very interesting way that marriage ceremony took place. The Lord Nityānanda grew up to 12 years in Ekachakra, having many, many sweet pastimes. His normal play was, he was not playing like ordinary children's. He was playing, his play was, he used to stage different kinds of drama, play on pastimes of Krishna, Vamanadev, Narasingha, Rama, like that. 12 years old, when he was, then one sannyasi came, and Lord Nityānanda, he left with that sannyasi, traveling all the holy places all over India. And finally, Nityānanda Prabhu, he joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Navadip Dham. Vrindavan Das Thakur describing many things on Chaitanya Bhagavat. With Vrindavan Das was follower or like some kind of disciple of Nityānanda Prabhu. So when he was describing Chaitanya Bhagavat, so toward the end of Chaitanya Bhagavat, he was very much moved with magnanimity, the munificent nature of Nityānanda Prabhu. So very elaborately he described in Chaitanya Bhagavat many pastimes which exhibits the magnanimity of Lord Nityānanda. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and Nityananda Prabhu came, Krishna and Balaram. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he was 24 years, he was in Grihastha pastimes, 24 years he was in Sannyasa pastimes. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Grihastha, he took sannyas. Nityananda Prabhu, he was sannyas, then he took become Grihastha. He was like Abadut, traveling all over India. Then finally, he married Vasudha and Janava. In this way, he had his Grihastha life. Very exemplary for Grihasthas. But interestingly, though he was a Grihastha, he was like Abadut. Very, very merciful. Very, very merciful. So when then Nityananda Prabhu had many sweet pastimes in Navadvip along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Especially he was staying in Srivas Thakur's house, and many miracles happened, pastimes happened in Navadvip. Finally, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, so along with 3 other devotees, Mukunda, Damodara Pandit, and Gadadhar, Nityananda Prabhu was accompanied Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and went to Puri. So then from Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent back all devotees one after another. And Nityananda Prabhu was expecting he will stay with Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu one day called him and he told him, you please go to Bangladesh, to Bengal. You have to preach there. Following Mahaprabhu's order, then Nityananda Prabhu, he came to Bengal. So there, Nityananda Prabhu, he was very humorous, sometimes he's very angry. Once he becomes so angry, he give a kick to Sivananda Sen, something like that I have heard. So all kinds of special qualities exhibited. But among all his activities, the topmost one is the deliverance of 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴. The way Nityananda Prabhu delivered 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴, they were the king of sinful people. There is no sinful activities 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴 they have not committed. Actually, 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴, they came from Brahman families. They used to read Puranas. Every day they used to read Purana. You know why they used to read Purana? Not because they will read Purana, they will become devotee, go back to God, not for that purpose. But Purana describes all kinds of sinful activities. Nityananda wanted, 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴, they wanted to know how many varieties of sinful activities are there. So they would make list of all sinful activities and go out. And they would see on the end of the day that what is their score, how many sinful they have committed, activities they have committed. More sinful activities, more bliss. No sinful activities, they will feel very sad. Oh, today is useless day. So that kind of people are Nityananda Prabhu. As this 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴 and Nityananda Prabhu delivered. So Nityananda Prabhu went to Haridas Thakur, they're calling at everyone's house and requesting to chant Hare Krishna. And one day they saw this 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴. Then Nityananda Prabhu said, Haridas Thakur, let us go preach these 2 people. They're the best clients for us. So Nityananda Prabhu's mood was, what this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing? That time he was not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then Nimai Pandit, Nityananda Prabhu would consider Nimai Pandit as his Lord. He has come and he is taking only devotees and chanting, dancing. What a big deal. Devotees will chant and dance. Not a big deal. But if we can make these 2 personalities, 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴 devotee, change their life, and the glories of my Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will spread all over the place. That was his sankalpa. That's why he wanted to preach along with Haridas Thakur. They went to preach 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐴. because they are drunk. All other people, they are prohibiting Nityānanda Prabhu Haridas, saying, don't go, they're drunkards. They don't know who is sadhu, who is asadhu. But Nityānanda Prabhu did not care. He dared to go there to tell them to chant, requesting Hare Krishna. But when they chased Nityānanda and Haridas, and they ran away from there. They ran away there. So that day, they could not do anything to 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢. So every day, evening time, the devotees will gather and give their preaching report to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So different devotees are giving a report. A whole day what preaching they did. So Haridas Thakur, what is your report today? The Haridas Thakur said, oh, don't tell me. This is Nityānanda. He's such a fickle-minded. Today he took me to a matal, drunkard. Somehow by Krishna's mercy we saved our life. Now the Tathara said, yes, Nityānanda is a drunkard. He's a drunkard. Where else he will go? He will go to drunkard only. But when the devotees they came to know, the Nityānanda Prabhu wanted to deliver 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢. All the devotees were in ecstasy. They were saying, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Means Nityānanda Prabhu has developed a desire to deliver somebody, means he is already delivered. Just see within few days, they will be coming and sitting with us. The devotees are predicting like that. The next day again, the Nityānanda Prabhu, Haridas Thakur went, and after the end of the day, and then they coming back, then 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢. 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢. Then 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢 asked, who are you? Who are you? Nityānanda Prabhu said, I am Avadhut. Oh, you are Avadhut? Yesterday you escaped. Today I am not going to spare you. We are not going to spare you. Now today we will get on your case. Then Nityānanda Prabhu said, yes, yesterday I ran away. But today I am not going to spare you also. Today I will make you devotee, then I will go. Then again he desired. Then as all of you know, then Madhai hurt Nityānanda Prabhu on his forehead. Blood came. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, rushed there, bringing Sudarshan, calling Sudarshan. Then 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢 became very scared. And 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢 fell at Mahaprabhu's feet. Then 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢 said, Madhai, please fall at the feet of Mahaprabhu. He will excuse you. Mahaprabhu said, no. Because Nityānanda Prabhu told, Madhai marilo, 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢 rakhilo. Madhai was trying to hit, but 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢 saved me. Then Mahaprabhu was very happy. Oh, you have saved my Nityānanda, you have purchased me. But Madhai, I will kill him today. So Madhai said, why? Why should you kill me? I have read in Purana, many demons, they came to kill you, but you delivered them. You gave them liberation. You will not give them liberation. Then Mahaprabhu said, yes, if somebody comes to kill me, I will deliver. But you came to kill my devotee, Nityānanda. You will not be delivered. Then finally, this 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢 fell at the feet of Nityānanda Prabhu. Just see the magnanimity of Nityānanda Prabhu. Nityānanda Prabhu was beaten up, hurt on his head. When Madhai fell at his feet, please excuse me, excuse me. Nityānanda Prabhu said, there is no question of excusing you, because you have not committed any offense. Then Nityānanda Prabhu requested Mahaprabhu, please, please, give this Madhai Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem? What he has done? What Sukriti has done, he will get Krishna Prem. Nityānanda Prabhu said that whatever Sukriti, Punya Karma, that I have committed in all my previous lives, I give everything to Madhai. This is magnanimity of Nityānanda Prabhu. Really exemplary. How he was treated by 𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐢. This is the glory of Nityānanda Prabhu, which has surpassed the glories of all other Swarups, Bhagavad Swarups. including to some extent Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu also. Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu wanted to kill, but he said, no. What to speak of killing him? What to speak of making them free from sinful reactions? What to speak of giving them liberation? Nityānanda Prabhu wanted they should get Brahma Dulha Vastu. That is Brahma Dulha Vastu. That is Krishna Prem. Then Mahaprabhu said, okay, you go take bath, both of you, but don't commit any sinful activities. When they came back, Mahaprabhu said, okay, you are free from all sinful reactions. 𝐤𝐬𝐬 was looking at Mahaprabhu. It's true. You took all our sinful. Mahaprabhu said, I accepted all your sinful reactions. Is it true? They're looking at Mahaprabhu. Then they saw Mahaprabhu's whole body turned into black because he received all sinful reactions. So this is that how Nityānanda Prabhu delivered 𝐤𝐬𝐬. Delivered 𝐤𝐬𝐬. They become great devotees. The whole description. But Madhava was not happy. Though Nityānanda Prabhu treated him so nicely, so affectionately, excusing him from all the offenses, but he was not happy. Then one day, Madhai met Nityānanda Prabhu in a solitary, lonely place. Madhai fell at his feet. Lord Nityānanda said that I don't know what narak, what hell I will go. How could I beat you? How could I hurt you, a personality like yourself? So I'm not feeling happy that what I have done. I have done great aparadh. How to become free from that? Then Nityānanda said, no, you have not done anything to me. See what Nityānanda he told him. Said, if a child pass stool, urine on lap of mother, that is not aparadh for the child. Mother does not consider that. Same way, you beat me, I don't consider. See the mood of Nityānanda Prabhu. His motherly mood. He's giving example. The mother, a child pass stool, urine, not committing any offense to his mother. Mother tolerates. Nityānanda Prabhu said, it is like that. When anything behave with me, I took it like that, like a mother. So I accuse you. But whatever offense you have committed to other Vaishnavas, so how many Vaishnavas committed aparadh? How many I will go beg apology? Okay, you create a ghat, Ganga ghat, bathing ghat. Then you clean this place every day. So people will be happy. So after, even if Nityānanda Prabhu excused, he was not feeling happy because he had committed, Madhai had committed offense to so many other Vaishnavas. So even if Navadvip Dham is very magnanimous, munificent Dham, Audarya Dham, still aparadh is considered there. That's why Madhai has to perform all the service to keep that bathing ghat clean. So Nityānanda Prabhu is very famous for that. And of course, Nityānanda Prabhu, he delivered Bani Kul, the business community in Adi Saptagram. There's Uddharana, Datta, the community people, they're very rich people. The king used to take loan, Balal Sen used to take loan from them and not return to them. Then they stopped giving loan. Then Balal Sen, being angry, then he outcasted them, boycott them from the society. So they're suffering like anything. So Nityānanda Prabhu went and delivered this Bani community, the business, they are all mostly goldsmith community. They made everybody, he made devotee. And also you'll be hearing from Maharaj many such pastimes in more detail, that how he delivered the thieves. Once when coming back from Puri, there's ornament all over his body, staying alone in Navadvip. A group of thieves, they thought, will steal all his ornaments. So whole life we can maintain. So first night they went, so they're waiting. then they fall sleepy. By the time they get up, it was like morning time. So that day they're not successful. Next day again they came, then they saw the many soldiers surrounding Nityānanda Prabhu's house. That they went back. Again they came, worshipping the Kali, the worshipful demigod, goddess Kali. Then that day, strong storm came, rain came, and they become blind, they fall into the ditch. And finally they realized this Nityānanda Prabhu is not ordinary personality. So all of them, they took shelter of Lord Nityānanda. So in this way, Lord Nityānanda, he delivered so many fallen souls. Unlike all other forms of Supreme Personal Godhead, delivers when somebody makes tapasya, dhyana, yoga, some sadhana. But Nityānanda Prabhu, how to speak of not doing any sadhana, all these fallen souls, he delivered them. So that is magnanimity of Nityānanda Prabhu. Nityair karuna habe braja Radha Krishna bhava. Without the mercy of Lord Nityānanda, we cannot understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then we cannot understand the glory of lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. That's what Acharyas are saying. Nityair karuna habe braja Radha Krishna bhava. By mercy of Nityānanda, one can achieve the lotus feet of Radha Krishna in Brajabhumi. So Nityānanda Prabhu, like this, he is known as Abadhut, and he is always dressing in different ways. Many people are criticizing him also. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he knows. Nowadays criticism is very common, but even that time people are criticizing. Even if people are criticizing Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Nityānanda Chaitanya Prabhu said, even if Nityānanda is so pure, even if somebody finds him in prostitute house or in the house where they're selling wine, still he is pure. So in this way, Mahaprabhu also glorifying Lord Nityānanda. So our Prabhupada, especially blessed Nityānanda Prabhu, blessed by Nityānanda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that by that carrying that blessings on his heads, Prabhupada went to America. He also met people like 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐻. Mahaprabhu, Nityānanda Prabhu, they delivered 2 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐻. But Prabhupada delivering thousands of 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐻 in this Kali Yuga, more dangerous than 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝𝐻. So in this way, Nityānanda Prabhu is very merciful. We are all fallen. We are all fallen souls. Sincerely, if we take shelter of Nityānanda Prabhu, definitely we will consider our case and we can get love at the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Thank you all so much. I have to go another program. I am in a tour. We are doing ISKCON Tribal Care Initiative. So we are preaching the tribal, that Aborigine people in India, Northeast. And there we go deep jungle. Last 1.5 months I have been traveling. Yesterday we went very inner area, very far, 6 hours going. This morning I became sick also. Then today we have a program here in Guwahati. I have to go and speak few words there. So I would like to briefly spoke something. I'd like to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to thank Maharaj also. I hope Maharaj will come for Gaurpurna festival. This year we'll have very big Navadvip Mandal Parikrama. Every year we are having Puri Parikrama, Navadvip Parikrama. So I hope to see Maharaj there and get his blessings in Navadvip Dham. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance. This is Maharaj. I'm coming to take your blessings. I must come to take your blessings. And we want to thank you very much for your delicious presentation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he predicted that his philosophies, his message will go all over all over the towns, all over cities, but His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, he has taken the preaching beyond the towns and villages. He's preaching in the jungle. So that you have expanded that, which is very, very wonderful. And we cannot thank you enough for your wonderful presentations and all your nectar you share in your booths and now the parikrama. I cannot wait to come for it, Maharaj. We are blessings so you can come and take it.
When are you coming to Mayapur, Maharaj?
I'm coming on the 6th February.
Okay. Okay, I'll see you on 6th. If I can do any service to you, please let me know.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Please excuse me. I would love to stand here, but 7 o'clock I was scheduled to give a lecture. I told them no, I have to give online class. So they delayed. 7:45. I have to go to the pandal.
Please,
thank you so much.
Go for it, Maharaj.
We heartily thank Maharaj for taking us through this wonderful entourage on Nitai's journey. And we are begging for Sri Nityānanda Ram's mercy that we become those recipients, being the most sinful of the people existing today. So thank you, Maharaj. We heartily thank you for this wonderful, beautiful presentation filled with the gravity, humor, and the compassionate aspect of Nityānanda Ram. Thank you so much, Maharaj. We really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. So now we're taking a small break wherein we have some devotees, and this break is going to be filled with some entertainment. So before that, let me take you all through today's schedule, which will be coming up on your screens now. So we had a talk by His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj. This is going to be followed by some beautiful entertainment and services and the quiz time we all await. Following which we'll have a talk by His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj on the topic applications of the teachings of Lord Nityānanda. And this will be followed by a kids video and a drama coming up from the Indian Yatra. So stay tuned with us as we now move on to watch this beautiful presentation from a mother and daughter from Mauritius. So all of you, wait a minute. If you have some children around, please bring them with you because there's going to be a beautiful narration, which is in the form of a conversation between a mother and her daughter. So up on your screen, you have a video from devotees from Mauritius.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We are really happy to be with you for this joyous occasion of Nityānanda Trayodaśī. And my name is Kishori Gopika Devidasi from ISKCON Mauritius. And this is my daughter.
I'm Navya Radhika Surya, and I have 3 names.
Navya has 3 names, and we are going to speak about the sweet pastime of Nityānanda Prabhu. Do you know what's the name of Nityānanda Prabhu's father?
Pandit.
And his mother? Padmavati. And do you know where he was born? Nityānanda Prabhu?
Ekachakra.
Yeah, Ekachakra. He was born in Ekachakra. And do you know what was his favorite game as a child when he was what's your age? How old are you?
5 years old.
You know what was his favorite game when he was your age? He loved to do drama. He would do all sorts of drama. Yes. Krishna killing Bakasura, Krishna's birth, Agasura being killed, Kalya being purified, lots and lots of drama. He even did one drama. Yeah, Kamsa. Even did one drama where he had one little boy dress up as Kubja, and then he was Krishna. Now I'm going to tell you a really nice story. Navya, what's the in which yuga we are now? What's the yuga? Kali Yuga. And in Kali Yuga, are people nice or are we sometimes naughty?
Sometimes very naughty.
And are we angry?
Yes.
Lazy?
Yes.
Do you think about Krishna?
No.
But what did Krishna leave for us in Kali Yuga?
Bhagavatam.
He left the Bhagavatam, and what else did he leave for us?
He leaves
What do we need to chant?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, do you think we can do the jungle song for them? Down in the jungle where nobody goes, there's a great big gorilla cleaning his out. We will rub-a-dub here and a rub-a-dub there. That's the way he cleans his heart. Boom, boogie, woogie, woogie, boom, boogie. Radhika, can we actually do that? Right? Remove our heart like that, and we take a brush and we brush it, and then we soak it in water, and we put our heart to dry in the sun, and then we put it back in place. Can we do that?
No.
So we have to read the Bhagavatam and chant the holy name so as to purify the heart.
You want to be like Hanuman and remove your heart?
No, we can't be like that. So now Nityānanda Prabhu did just that. He was telling everyone to take the name of Krishna. He was saying, take the name of Krishna. Krishna is your father. Krishna is your mother.
Radharani is your mother.
Oh yes, Radharani is your mother. There was one time, Nityānanda Prabhu, there was two brothers, they were really evil.
I will tell you.
Who's their name?
Jagat and Mother.
Yes.
Don't.
Mother took a pot and he broke it on the head of Nityānanda Prabhu. And his head started bleeding. And even if his head was bleeding, even if he was hurt, he actually said, take the name of Krishna. And Jagai said, my God, this person is so sincere. Even if we broke the pot on his head, he is still telling us to take the name of Krishna. He is so sweet. And then he said, Madai, stop, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him anymore. Don't hurt him. By that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had heard about this, and he had come, and he was mad. And when he saw the two brothers, he just said, Chakra, Chakra, Chakra! And he was about to kill the two brothers. But then Nityānanda Prabhu said, no, Jagai protected me. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, really? You protected my Nitai? Oh, and then he just hugged him like that. He said, oh, I'm so happy with you. Now Madai said that, hey, that's not fair. How can you hug Jagai? We both looted things together. We both were very, very mean. So how can you be partial to him? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked really sternly at Madai, and he said that, listen, Madai, if you also want to be purified from all of your sins, then you go and seek forgiveness from Nityānanda Prabhu. So Jagai went like that. And you know what Nityānanda Prabhu did? Nityānanda Prabhu just hugged Madai like that. And even Madai felt really, really blissful. So you see, Radhika,
and then he
took all of the sins. They had so many sins. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took all of the sins.
And then he was black.
He was really black. But then they started chanting. And again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became in his. What color is he normally? Golden color. Yes. Good job, Radhika. He was beautiful. And everyone, all of the devas, all of his associates, everyone came. Even Brahma, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was just ecstatic. Don't ask me how he was dancing with his snakes around his head, but he was just dancing. Indradev. Yes, he was dancing like that. Right? He was really, everyone was happy. So you see, Radhika, we are in Kali Yuga. And in Kali Yuga, if you want to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you have to go towards Balaram, to go towards Nityānanda Prabhu. He's very, very merciful and very, very kind. Bless you. Right? And when you go towards him, he will bless you. So on the day of Nityānanda Trayodaśī, not only on the day of Nityānanda Trayodaśī, every day you have to say, Nityānanda Prabhu, please bless me, Nityānanda Prabhu, please bless me. I want to serve. Yes. And you know what? He has a heart of gold. And especially children, his heart just melts. And he's going to really, really bless you so that you can serve and be happy.
Yes.
So we hope that the children who are listening to us have enjoyed this little story. And can we say Hare Krishna and we say thank you to everyone?
Thank you. My name is Navya Radhika. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. Thank you so much, dear Mataji, for putting up this beautiful story. And I think all of us enjoyed it so much. And we're glad to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy flowing to every family and every part of this whole creation. Thank you so much for this beautiful presentation. And now we're coming to a very interesting section that you all have been waiting for, which is the quiz time. And for those of you who were with us for the last two sessions, we're going to show you 3 videos, following which you will have 3 questions, and you have to select the correct answer in the poll, not in the chat box, but in the poll, right? So up on your screen, you'll be having the quiz questions right now. So be very careful in watching these videos. So we start off with question 1 for today. You have to identify the pastime of Sri Nityānanda Prabhu from the video which comes up.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Okay, so you all would have watched it very carefully, and you have 4 options from which you have to choose. Option A, devotees worshipping Sri Nityānanda Prabhu with various paraphernalia. Option B, Sri Nityānanda Prabhu desired to decorate himself and the ornaments appeared. Option C, Sri Nityānanda Prabhu teaching devotees how to worship Sri Mahaprabhu. Or option D, Sri Nityānanda Prabhu calling devotees to do a drama. So a poll is going to appear on your question. Select option A, B, C, or D. It's going to be on your screens for the next 15 seconds. You have to be very fast in order to come up on the leaderboard today. Okay, so we see option A, B, C, D. Many of you participating, you still have a few seconds left and the poll has ended. So let us now have a look at the correct answer. So the correct answer is B. Sri Nityānanda desired to decorate himself and the ornaments appeared. So let's have a look at a little more details about this pastime. After some days, Nityānanda Prabhu desired to decorate himself with some ornaments. As soon as that desire awoke in him, all varieties of ornaments appeared there. Pious people offered their obeisances and gave Nityānanda attractive ornaments made of gold, silver, various precious stones, fine silk cloth, and pearl necklaces. He then decorated himself with ornaments that had already been made and others that were made according to his own desire. Just as Lord Haladhar held a club, Nityānanda always held in his hand a beautiful iron rod that looked as if it were silver and that was bound on 2 sides with gold. His associates decorated themselves with various ornaments like bracelets, bangles, leg bands, ankle belts, etc., for they were all expansions of the cowherd boys of Vraja. The Lord then took his associates to the house of various devotees. Even the atheists who saw him offered him respects and considered offering everything to him. The body of Nityānanda Swarup was most enchanting. He glanced mercifully on everyone. This is an excerpt from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antya Khand 5333 2359. And that brings us to the second question for the day, everybody. So all of you who would have missed answering the first one, let's come to watch the video 2 very carefully to identify the pastime of Sri Nityānanda Prabhu from this video.
Hari Haraye Namo Krishna Jadavayo Namo Yadavayo Madhavayo Keshavayo Namo Hari Haraye Namo Krishna Jadavayo Namo Yadavayo Madhavayo Keshavayo Namaha Gopal Govindaram Sri Madhusudhan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Chaitanya Nityānanda Sri Advaita
Okay, so it's time to identify it. So is it option A? Both the lords went to a sannyasi's home, but the sannyasis didn't welcome and drove the two lords out. Or is it option B? Both the lords were invited to a sannyasi's house, and when he tried to offer them bliss of wine and women, both the lords ran away. Or is it option C? Both the lords were invited to a sannyasi's house, and when they found that he was a Mayavadi sannyasi, both the lords ran away. Or option D, both the lords were invited to a sannyasi's house, and due to the wife not being dressed properly, both the lords ran away. So a poll is going to appear on your screens, and be very fast to select option A, B, C, or D, whichever you feel is the correct answer. So we see responses coming. More of you can participate quickly by selecting option A, B, C, or D. Okay. And the poll has ended for question 2 as well. So it's pastime time. Let's have a quick look about more details of this pastime. Before that, the correct answer is option B. Both the lords were invited to a sannyasi's house, and when he tried to offer them bliss of wine and women, both the lords ran away. Let's read a little more about it. When the Dari sannyasi heard glorification of himself, he became pleased and immediately invited them for lunch. Nityānanda said, "We have to leave immediately for some important work. You may give us something that we can eat on the way after taking bath." The sannyasi said, "Take bath here, eat something, feel refreshed, and then go." The two Prabhus incarnated to deliver the sinful living entities, so they agreed to remain in the sannyasi's house. After getting relief from their journey by taking bath in the Ganges, the two Prabhus came and sat down to eat some fruit. On seeing the Cupid-like beauty of the two lords, the sannyasi's wife watched them with full concentration. The sinful sannyasi drank wine. Making some signs to Nityānanda, he spoke as follows: "Listen, Shripad, shall I bring you some Ananda? Where else can I find guests like you?" The sannyasi repeatedly asked, "Shall I bring some Ananda?" Then Lord Chaitanya said, "What is this Ananda the sannyasi is talking about?" Nityānanda replied, "I think he's talking about wine." Vishwambara remembered Lord Vishnu. He washed his hands and immediately left. This is again an excerpt from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khanda, 1940 to 92. And it's finally time for the last question for this global event. Question number 3 on your screens. And please identify the childhood pastime of Lord Nityānanda. Okay, so it's time to now be very fast with answering with the correct answer. Is it option A? He is in the role of Lakshmana, who has killed Indrajit, the son of Ravan. Option B, he is in the role of Lord Rama, who is fighting with Ravana. Option C, he is in the role of Lakshmana, who fell unconscious by the arrow of Ravan. Or is it option D, he is in the role of Ravana, who made Lakshmana fell unconscious by his arrow? So the poll is here on your screens. Be very fast to click the correct answer. Is it option A, B, C, or D? Okay, we see many people participating. More of you, you can just key in your correct answer in the poll. And the poll has ended. So let us have a look at the correct answer. And the correct answer for this pastime is he is in the role of Lakshmana, who fell unconscious by the arrow of Ravan. So a little more detail about this pastime. One day, the Lord enacted the pastime of killing Indrajit, the son of Ravana. And one day, in the mood of Lakshmana, he accepted defeat. One voice said, I am the mighty Ravana. I am releasing the 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐿 weapon. Stop it if you can, Lakshmana. Saying this, the boy threw a lotus flower at Nityānanda, and in the mood of Lakshmana, he fell to the ground. After the Lord, in the mood of Lakshmana, fell unconscious, all the boys tried in vain to revive him. The Lord's father and mother came running there and also observed that there was no sign of life in their son. They then also fell to the ground unconscious. As the boys described the entire incident, someone said, I understand why he's unconscious. Someone else said, there is a boy dressed as Hanuman. If he gives him medicine, he'll be cured. After defeating the Gandharvas, Hanuman took the Gandhamadana hill on his head to Lanka. Another boy playing the role of a doctor remembered Lord Ram as he held the medicine to Lakshmana's nose. At that very moment, Lord Nityānanda regained his consciousness, upon which his parents and others there all smiled in relief. An excerpt from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Adi Khanda 956 to 92. So the quiz results of the fastest finger first are going to be announced at the end of this session. And before we move on to the second part of our session today, I would quickly like to make a few announcements. For all our attendees in the webinar, you would be getting a prompt to join in as a panelist that helps you come into an interactive session. So please feel free to click on join as panelist. Also, if you have any technical difficulties or need our assistance, you can write to the devotee Ask Your Servant in the chat box. So without much ado, I would like to invite our next speaker for today's session, our beloved Srila Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj. And for the devotees attending, I would quickly like to introduce Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
So His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj is a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami and has been serving in ISKCON since the 80s. He is the first African sannyasi and Diksha Guru in ISKCON. Maharaj regularly teaches the Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, and various other courses at the VIHE, Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education, and Mayapur Institute, and facilitates numerous seminars on the practical aspects of Krishna consciousness philosophy, such as community building, self-sufficiency, and many more. He has also authored a book, Spiritual Connection, Understanding the Dynamics of Guru-Disciple Relationship, which helps devotees take the next steps in their spiritual journeys. Maharaj extensively tours and preaches in Brazil, India, Mauritius, the Seychelles Islands, the United States, and in different countries in Africa to deliver the message of Krishna consciousness. Following the desire of his spiritual master, Srila Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj, is also developing vibrant Krishna conscious self-sustainable farm communities in Ghana and Nigeria in Africa. Maharaj is known for his humility, gravity, and deep knowledge of the scriptures, being a perfect example of living his Guru's legacy. So, to honor Srila Gurudev's presence, I would like to invite Pranav Prabhu to kindly offer the garland to Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna.
I would like to offer you this Mahagalam from Srila Prabhupada ISKCON Nairobi.
Very good. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
For all the devotees, in case you would have any questions in the session, you can drop it in the chat box to ask your servant or raise your hand. And Maharaj, we would like to welcome you to speak on the topic, practical applications of the teachings and examples of Lord Nityānanda. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Tirtha Swanti. Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Chaitanya Shri Gaura Karuna Sakti Bhakti Tirtha Chinani. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nishinani. Namaste Saraswati Gaura Vani Nirvisesa Sanya Badi Pastacha Adesa Charani. Omagyanatimiranda Sagyananjana Salakayat Chakshulun Militandana Tasmai Sri Gurave Sri Chaitanya Mano Distan Saditan Dana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahim Bhagati Swa Kadam Pandiham Sri Guru Sri Prapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavansa Sri Upan Sagrajatan Sahagana Tanditam Tam Sadevam Sadhuitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Vandita Sri Visakan Visa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhani Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakal Putarubhyascha Kripa Sundhyaeva Patitanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityānanda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Nityānanda Balaram ki jai. Nityānanda Mahanami. Saravanandam Karam Param. Harinam Pradham Devim Avaduta Shiromani. Avaduta Shiromani. Avaduta Shiromani. We thank all of you for organizing this beautiful get together for bathing our consciousness. We have enjoyed hearing from His Holiness Dhira Maharaj. He was just pouring out his sweet heart. The persons along the Nityānanda Prabhu. We heard from here His Holiness Bhakti Trayodaśī Maharaj narrating the childhood persons along the Nityānanda. We heard from His Holiness 𝐾𝐻 Maharaj also blissfully narrating also the beautiful persons of the Nityānanda Prabhu with deep meanings. We heard from His Grace Srivas Vanachari Prabhu, who also shared the nectar, describing wonderful persons on the Nityānanda. And now we just heard from His Holiness Bhakti Puruṣottam Maharaj. He is an addict in the pastimes. Yes, I know him for many years. So, as we preach together in Navadip Parikrama. And sometimes he also joins us. So few times, not always, but few times he joins our safari, preaching to headed by His Holiness Trayodaśī. And most of you have read his books, so beautiful, beautiful books he has narrated. So he's an addict, and he's very, very deep in the scriptures. He knows the scriptures very, very deep. He knows all the scriptures. I've been studying very deeply. So we are very, very fortunate to hear the activities of Lord Nityānanda Prabhu from this exalted notice. And we also thank all of you who have very eagerly arranged for this program. Like for 3 days, we have been hearing this. We cannot forget to thank all of you who participated also in this beautiful program. And it is our prayer that you are all blessed by the mercy of Lord Nityānanda Prabhu. And because he is so merciful, very, very kind. He doesn't take offense. So we are asked to speak something about it. All these persons of the Lord, how do we practice them? Or what should we do with them? We have been loaded with the persons of Nityānanda. So what do we do with them? Should we just go and lock them in our box? Like many of us do. We have so many certificates from so many seminars we have been attending since we have been in so many certificates. And they're all locked up in our box, or some of them are displayed in our parlor. But is that all? No. No. So let us look at the importance of these persons of Lord Nityānanda Prabhu. And as his dear devotees have been narrating them for us. If you remember carefully, you see that all the speakers, they have been repeating one particular person. The deliverance of Jagai and Madan. All the speakers talk about it. So there is a lesson which I would like us to pick from here, because you need application. This pastime, there are two persons. The first chapter and the chapter after that, after delivering the Jagai and Madai. This is the first chapter. The second chapter, he's already Bhakti Prashadam also, he talk about it. The two lessons you can take from here and apply in our lives as devotees. So the first lesson, Nityānanda Prabhu taught us in delivering Jagai and Madai. When Jagai and Madai were in their normal state of being intoxicated and causing trouble, and people gathered to watch their sinful activities, Lord Nityānanda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, who were the first Sankirtan devotees, they started the Sankirtan book distribution, preaching to everybody, person to person, house to house, street to street, country to country, jungle to jungle, island to island. This is how the movement has expanded, which is all due to Lord Nityānanda Prabhu's mercy. Nityānanda Prabhu look at Haridas, and look at the crowd, and look at Jagai and Madai, and then he look at Lord Chaitanya. He said, how can I call myself a disciple? How can I call myself a disciple? How am I qualified to be a disciple? Nityānanda Prabhu said, only when I would do something that my spiritual name, my spiritual master glory expands, and people will get to understand the quality of my spiritual master, then I can call myself a disciple. If I have not done anything which will promote, which will make my spiritual master, not an empty advert, not an empty advert promoting someone's spiritual master. This is not the point. The point here is, how can I, a disciple, do something that will please my spiritual master? It is only then I can call myself a disciple. And a disciple means what? I have done something which my spiritual master is very happy and satisfied. It's not about giving properties or money or whatever, but we have to do something which will expand his glory. The spiritual master wants to preach Krishna consciousness, want to deliver conditional souls. How much are we participating in that? So Nityānanda Prabhu said, I will make sure I will take any risk to let my Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu deliver these people. When they are delivered, then the glory of my Lord will expand. That is my duty as a disciple. When I do that, then I can call myself a disciple. This was the reason why Nityānanda Prabhu desired to take the risk of approaching Jagannath. He was warned, even if you are a sannyasi, Jagai and Madai does not look at that. They don't care who you are. They are so terrible. They won't see you as a Swami, as a sadhu. They are ready to kill. That is all they know. So don't go there. For Nityānanda Prabhu said, I will go there and make the mercy of my Lord expand. When people see my Lord's mercy displayed, then they will glorify my master, and that will give me pleasure. Nityānanda Prabhu went there to talk to them, and eventually they were delivered. The glory of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expanded. Like the whole demigod, they came to celebrate. Yamaraj, for the first time, got unconscious and stopped his service for some time because of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expanded without limit, which was caused by Lord Nityānanda Prabhu. That is a disciple's duty. And he taught this lesson for us to practice, to follow in his footsteps. We should try to do something that will expand the mercy, the glory of the spiritual master. So Nityānanda Prabhu, he did this, and that is what he came for. He purposefully took the dress of a dude. He did that purposefully because what is Savadut? One who does opposite things. He's opposite. That is due to his costless mercy. He is very, very, very merciful. If he's a sannyasi, oh, you talk to a woman. Oh, you go to that place. Oh, you are like this. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. It will limit Lord Nityānanda Prabhu from delivering the conditions he came for. So we can see how he has intense desire to deliver conditions. A disciple should do like that, a devotee. If we want the mercy of Lord Nityānanda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya Prabhu, Dhira, and Sundara, we have to be very, very eager to do service. Nityānanda Prabhu taught us the principle, the eagerness to do service. It was burning in his life, in his character, in the whole of his incarnation of Nityānanda Prabhu. One principal desire in him is to spread the Krishna consciousness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, my dear brother, you know why we came here. You know why we came. We came here not to come and do meditation. You can sit here and do your meditation. That is okay. That is okay. You will do that. But what about our business of delivering the conditions? What about all these living entities who are suffering? What will happen to them? My dear brother, you go to Navadip. So go to Navadip. Preach, because our mission in Krishna Lila, Lord Krishna said, I came for those who are in the mode of goodness. For Nityānanda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they didn't come for those who are in the mode of goodness. They came for those who are rogues, thieves, like us. That is why we are here. This is Lord Nityānanda Prabhu's mercy. What does it mean? Our desire to present Krishna consciousness should not be limited. It should not be limited to who can take, who cannot take. Nityānanda Prabhu does not have this mentality. His mentality is, whoever you are, wherever you are, we should find ways and means to give Krishna consciousness. We should find ways. A devotee should constantly think how to expand the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. This is Nityānanda. This is Nityānanda. To find ways and means to expand the Krishna consciousness. So he was giving this order. Deliver rogues, thieves, mlechas, javanas, hundas, abiras, kasas, everyone, deliver all. And Nityānanda Prabhu, he started from this. Before Jagai and Madai, it was thieves. That was the order given to him in Jagannath Puri. He started his deliverance from thieves. The thieves who came to meet him after he was not, Chaitanya ordered him to go. He went with his associate. His associates, they went with him to Navadip. They traveled from Jagannath Puri to Navadip for 3 months because they forgot who they are. As they forgot who they are, how would they think? How would they remember food? How would they remember drink? How would they remember sleep? A person who has forgotten who he is or who she is, other things that goes with it will not also exist. They don't remember eating, they don't remember sleeping, they don't remember anything. They were simply going. And how they're going, it is the air that was their vehicle they used to travel. The air they used to travel. They didn't know where they were going, but they were going. They will go after some time, the whole day. They ask, brother, where is the way to Navadip? You have to go 20 miles back the way you came. They will laugh at each other. They will laugh at each other. They will laugh. Instead of it, the whole day is spent going the wrong way. No, they were laughing at each other. They were enjoying that. And then they look at each other and smile and laugh. They start going, they will go again after a long time. They will ask somebody, oh, brother, where's the, oh, you have to go 2 kilometers back the way you came this way. This is how they were trained. They were fully intoxicated. Intoxication was due to Krishna prema, which he came to this way. Nityānanda, eternally blissful, who always distributes what he has. This is Nityānanda Prabhu, what is associated. So it took them 3 months. And on the way, somebody, one of them would climb a tree very far, and from there he would jump to the ground and bounce like a football. I am Angada. You remember Treta Yuga? Remember Treta Yuga? Somebody will stand like a Krishna, standing for 3 consecutive days and standing in one place like that, not sleeping. When you say Ananda, you understand what it means. As a cowhead boy, they remember their past lives. As the previous, they remember. They were exhibiting it on the way. Parameshwara. Anyone who wake up in the morning and remember Parameshwara, you will never be defeated. Parameshwara. You will never be defeated in any way. Because they are all cowhead boys, following Lord Nityānanda. This is how they were traveling. for 3 months, not eating. So when Nityānanda Prabhu, the drama is so desired, I want to decorate myself from all directions. Ornament was ornament. We're all coming from all directions. Krishna consciousness provides everything, fulfill all desires. As devotees, we should be convinced. Nityānanda Prabhu is teaching us. We should be convinced as devotees that Krishna provides everything. And there is mystic power the devotees carry. Devotees have mystic power. Nityānanda Prabhu show this. Even if you don't see it, it is showing. So as soon as he desired this, from all directions, devotees were bringing ornament, and each ornament they brought fitting exactly. They didn't take any measurement. There were no announcement. Okay, I'm coming so time. I'm coming to visit devotee. No, spontaneously from all directions. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is fully independent, and he owns everything. Things were coming on their own accord, and everything fit perfectly into his fingers, the toes, the crown. Everything was all perfectly fit in his body. On the body of Nityānanda Prabhu, everything was complete. And materialistic people, they were seeing him as a sales gratifier. Nityānanda Prabhu is teaching us to be careful how we see things. We should be careful how we see things, how we see devotees, how we look at devotees. So the thief was trying to steal. All the speakers spoke about this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he saw differently. He told Nityānanda Prabhu, my dear brother, you see, all the ornament on their body, they are not material. Nityānanda Prabhu does not have anything material in his life, in his body, because he's not material. So how can he have material things in his life? He is a source of everything. So there's nothing material in his life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said everything in their body, from the hair, the crown on the head to the toe, they are all 9 limbs of Bhakti. This is Nityānanda Prabhu. They are 9 limbs of Bhakti. Nothing less than that. But the thief was seeing it differently. The thief said, my dear brothers, our Easter Devi is very kind. Everything we need in our life, everything we need in our life, our mistress has put all in one place. So today, if we do our robbing, we will never have to steal again for life. Nityānanda Prabhu is very, very merciful, very, very kind. Yes, it is true. It is true that Nityānanda Prabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who has everything, everything that we need in life. Everything that we need in life, it is complete in Nityānanda Prabhu. So if we follow him, everything will complete. Perfect and complete. Nothing will be missing. But they tried, they couldn't succeed. So Nityānanda Prabhu has everything that everyone needs as a devotee. We don't need anything. So this is how he continued his service. He got the order from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whom he considered to be his master. Nityānanda Prabhu considered himself to be the master. I am the one who is your servant. When Chaitanya glorified him, see, Nityānanda Prabhu said, I am the one who is your servant. I am the one to glorify. Even if you worship me, even if you glorify me, that is okay. But I am the one who should worship you. So he sees Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as his worshipable deity. So he took order from the Lord and he executed it perfectly as a devotee. We should get instruction, should get order from our spiritual master And as our duty, Nityānanda teaching is to make sure we execute it to the core of our hearts. We should take any risk to do that service. The order which has been given. Don't speculate, don't interpret it, execute it as it is with the whole of our strength, with the whole of our mind, with the whole of our ability. Nityānanda Prabhu is teaching that. And Nityānanda Prabhu, so eager to do his service, so eager to do his service because he is what? He is the service form of Lord Chaitanya. He is a service form of Chaitanya. And because of his intense desire to serve, he expands himself also unlimitedly as it is. From the scripture, we know that Lord Krishna expands himself into two. Krishna and Balaram. They are the same. Only difference is the color, black and white. Nityānanda Prabhu, Nityānanda Balaram is white. And Krishna, the same. From Nityānanda Prabhu, due to his intense desire to serve, is a service form of Krishna. Service form. That is his service form of Krishna. His duty is to serve the Krishna. And you see that all innumerable forms of Krishna, is coming from Balaram, not from Krishna, it's from Balaram. All forms. Krishna expanded at Balaram. Balaram expanded at Sankirtan. From Sankirtan, four 𝐶𝐷𝐸𝐴. Second Sankirtan produced again four 𝐶𝐷𝐸𝐴. Vasudeva, Sankirtan, Pradyumna, and Niruddha. Four. They are all from Nityānanda Balaram. And then Garudakasai Vishnu, Shrudakasai Vishnu, and all other incarnations of Krishna, they are all coming from Balaram. Balaram is the source of all the incarnations. They are all his forms. Singhadev, Ramchandra Bhagavan, Kurma, Matsya, Varaha, all of them are coming from Nityānanda Prabhu. Why so much unlimited expansion? He is also unlimited. Ananta is unlimited. What is the secret? He is doing this for only one purpose. What is that? Service. Service. A servant duty is to serve. Nityānanda Prabhu is teaching this. We should be very, very eager to serve. Service. This we have been explaining. Service is a servant. Service makes one a bona fide servant. Service, especially when the service is devotional. Nityānanda Prabhu has come to teach this, the importance of being a servant. Servant personified. The personality of Godhead, who is the service incarnation, who expanded to serve. If the Lord does not teach us how to serve, how can we know how to serve them? So the Lord expanded himself as a servant to teach us the importance of servant, the importance of service, and how to do the service. Nityānanda Prabhu is the personified incarnation of Krishna service. Therefore, he is called the Adi Guru. It is from him all the other devotees who are serving as leading devotees in guiding people's life take their shelter. And only when we serve the Lord Nityānanda Prabhu through his representative, the bona fide representative of Nityānanda, we be able to have the mercy. When we have the mercy of Nityānanda Prabhu, we get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. From Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, we will get the mercy of Radha, Shyama. That the perfection of it lies in the hand of Nityānanda. So, my time is over. I still have 4 minutes. How many minutes do I have?
Shila Gurudev, it is just the time for the question and answers.
Yeah, right on
Perfectly,
time.
like it was 2 minutes and it is like perfectly on time.
All right. Thank you very much. Now you can ask your questions.
Yes, Gurudev. I'll first take a question in the chat box and then we'll take Leena Mataji's question. So the first question we have from Natali Mataji is Hare Krishna. According to speech of Maharaj, how to preach to Muslims because they can be very offensive to holy name. Should we still try to preach?
Lord Nityānanda Prabhu if we look at Nityānanda Prabhu's character, you will see that he broke the principle of not preaching, not giving the holy name to a fed person. Nityānanda Prabhu did. Jagal Madai. He have no interest in the holy name, but he gave them holy name because he has the quality. And Nityānanda Prabhu's disciple, BDDSwami, also did the same thing to a Muslim, 𝐾𝐻𝐸. He went to him. What is this rascal 𝐾𝐻𝐸? Come here. I want to see. Everybody was afraid. This 𝐾𝐻𝐸, just to see him alone, people are afraid. Just to see him alone. And they said that he's so contaminated that if you see him or if you pass through, one becomes sinful. But BDDSwami went to him and called him a rascal, which had never happened before. People were mortified to see that he even came there. Not only coming there, he's calling me rascal directly. We were afraid. But when he came out and saw BDDSwami, he was somewhat bewildered. And look at him. He didn't show his usual anger or being violent. He was calm. He said, BDDSwami, what have you come to do here? See, Nityānanda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they have come here to deliver people like you. They have done that. It's many you, so I have come to you. You stood there, you have to chant Hare Krishna. He looked, he didn't know what to do. It's okay, BDDSwami, you go. Tomorrow you come. I will chant Hari Hari. BDDSwami said, today you have already chanted. Why should I come tomorrow again? You have chanted. The sins you have committed for time immemorial is wiped out by the mercy of Nityānanda. So here we have examples how they preach to Muslims and unbelievers and faithless people. But there is qualification. They have the potency to do that. So since we may not have their qualities, it is better that we don't go to the mosque to go and preach to them. We should not go to the mosque to go and preach to them. But if we happen to meet them somewhere on their way, we can approach them. If they say no, it's okay. If they listen, we should give. We should try. But we should not go to their mosque to go and deliver them like Christians. This I want to do. That is dangerous. We should not do that. But somehow or other, if we meet on the way we are preaching, we can introduce Christians to them. If they agree, so we do not believe them. So that we can do. All right.
Yes, Gurudev, that answers the question. And now we would like to take Leena Mataji's question. So Leena Mataji, you can go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Please accept my respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet.
Thank you.
My question is, Gurudev, that from last 3 days we are just listening that Nityānanda Prabhu is so merciful, and without his mercy we cannot approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and without approaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu we cannot reach Radha Krishna. So in that case, we are more fallen than Jagai Madai, I feel that. So in that regards, how do we attract Nityānanda Prabhu's glance on us or mercy on us? How do we attract him so that he could see us and give his mercy on his appearance day or maybe any day, so that we get his mercy and at least we uplift our consciousness and start actual devotional service?
There are many things we can do. It is said by Damodara in Chaitanya Bhagavat that anyone who fasts on Nityānanda Trayodaśī and appearance of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these 2 days, anyone who fasts on these 2 days will not enter the womb of a mother again. That means you will not take birth again in this material world. Anyone who fasts on these 2 days. This is a blessing from the Damodara in Chaitanya Bhagavat, 2 days. But what does that mean? I know Krishna devotees, they are fasting, they are drinking, maybe before the time they're drinking water, because it is say what drinking water does not break the fast. They're drinking, they will eat. While even before then, we are constantly thinking about food and not thinking about the importance of non-Nityānanda and Chaitanya appearance, or the 𝐾𝐚𝐦𝐿, or Janmashtami. We don't think about the importance, we're simply thinking about our body, I want the time for it. That is not fasting. Damodara gave blessing. Anyone who fasts on these 2 days will not enter the womb of the mother again. That means you should sincerely do the fasting and pray to Nityānanda Prabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should sincerely pray to them with feelings. And also anyone who chant the 12 names of Nityānanda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the same thing. One who wakes up in the morning and chant these prayers, Nityānanda Prabhu, 12 names, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 12 names. Anyone who chant these names, the same blessing is there, will not enter the womb of the mother again. So anyone who hears the passings of Nityānanda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in every narration of Chaitanya in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, every single chapter has a blessing. Anyone who hears this passage from Nityānanda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with a faith, with a full faith, anyone who hears this and accepts it with full faith, with full conviction, will not take the birth again in this material world. All these blessings are there, but we must have faith in them. We must follow them very sincerely. We must be very, very prayerful and beg, please, dear Lord, please place your lotus feet on the throne of my heart. We should constantly do this. We will surely get the mercy and Chaitanya, because our children cannot tell lie. They give blessing, but it is left for us to have it. I've asked my spiritual master one day, well, all these blessings are here, and I have listened to these blessings so many times, but I'm not seeing it in my life. So Gurudev said, you must believe it, you must have faith in it. And I'm hearing that also constantly from the Damodara. Faith, to accept this thing, that truly it happened. It is not a fairy tale. It is real. It's a fact. If you accept them fully with the faith, surely you have the mercy of Lord Nityānanda, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I will not take birth again in this world. Does it make sense?
Yes, thank you so much, Gurudev. Thank you so much for enlightening me. Thank you. I will prepare my conscience like that. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev, for this really beautiful instructions and teachings that you've given us today, wherein we have to really go beyond our comfort zone. And like we had also seen in some of the demonstrations in the event, where we have to push ourselves really to spread the mercy and to imbibe it in ourselves. And we are praying unto your lotus feet that we can take up to this process sincerely in our life and also be empowered to take such risks to please you and spread your glories, Nityānanda Prabhu's glories, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glories. We're very grateful to you for giving us this inspiration to hold up such a program where we could have so many of the senior speakers coming and hearing from all of you. Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev, for your time today. And I would just quickly like to take the audience to the next part, and which is the last part of our session today. So thank you so much, Srila Gurudev.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. And now we're coming to a very interesting kids video, which is coming from the Mauritius Yatra. And it's going to be coming up on your screen in some time. And it is going to be followed with some more of entertainment. So here's the first video from Mauritius.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Lord Nityānanda is the most merciful incarnation of the Lord. Lord Nityānanda did not discriminate whether one was rich or poor, educated or uneducated, whether they were born in high class or low class family. He did not care of any of these material identifications. He freely distributed the holy name to anyone and everyone, no matter how sinful the person may have been. A perfect example of Lord Nityānanda's mercy towards the most fallen of people. Verse 1, he showed compassion to 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝 who were the most sinful of men. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So thank you so much, Rishabdev Prabhu, for this very beautiful narration, and we thank your parents as well for putting up this for the benefit of all of us. So now we're going to see a drama coming right from the Indian Yatra. So sit back and enjoy this beautiful drama on your screens now.
After accepting the sannyas order at Khatwa, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to go to Vrindavan. He travelled continuously for 3 days in Radha Desha, and by the trick of Lord Nityānanda Prabhu, they eventually came to the western side of Shantipura. In ecstasy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was induced to believe that the river Ganges was the Yamuna. As he was worshipping the sacred river and taking his bath, Advaita Acharya arrived in a boat. He greeted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityānanda Prabhu. He gave Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fresh dry garments to wear. As they had not eaten in 3 days due to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstasy of love for Krishna, he invited them to his house for prasadam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's such a pleasant surprise to see you.
Hare Krishna, same here. I just came so that I can invite you all. I've not cooked much prasadam. It's only a poundful of rice and a little vegetable. Simple. The food is not at all luxurious. So I request you, please come.
Let's come.
Advaita Acharya took Lord Nityānanda Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu into the room, and the two lords saw the arrangement of the prasadam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was especially pleased. There were pots filled with most indescribable splendid preparation for Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu approved of all the methods employed in cooking and offering food to Krishna. Indeed, he was very pleased.
Frankly speaking, I personally take the lotus feet of anyone who can offer Krishna such nice food and place those feet on my head birth after birth. Let us sit at these 3 places and honor the prasad.
Yes, I'll distribute the prasad. Please, Please sit.
Okay, in that case, please give 2 banana leaves, and we would like to have little rice and little vegetable.
Advaita Acharya then requested the Lord to simply accept the prasadam without pretense. If he could not eat it all, the balance could be left on the plate.
It's not proper for a sannyasi to eat such a variety of foods. If he does so, how can he control his senses?
Please give up your concealment. I know what you are. I know the confidential meaning of your taking sannyas.
I cannot certainly eat so much food. It will not be possible for me to eat so much food. And it's also not the duty of a sannyasi to leave remnants.
For my great fortune, you have come to my home. Now please accept. Don't juggle your words. And please accept prasadam. Please eat.
Advaita Acharya referred to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's eating at Jagannath Puri.
The amount of food 3 people eat does not even constitute a morsel for you. And this food, these preparations are just 5 morsels. Not even more than 5 morsels for you. So please, here, let me help you wash your hands.
I have continuously fasted for 3 days, and today I was hoping to break my fast with these wonderful preparations that you've made, Advaita.
Although Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was thinking that the quantity of food was enormous, Nityānanda Prabhu, on the contrary, thought it was not even a morsel. He had been fasting for 3 days and greatly hoped to break his fast on that day. Advaita Acharya, after hearing the statement of Nityānanda Prabhu, took the opportunity presented by the joking words.
Although I have been invited to eat by Advaita Acharya, unfortunately, today also seems like a fast. This small quantity of food does not even fill half of my belly.
Sir, you are a mendicant, traveling on pilgrimages. Sometimes you eat fruits, sometimes you eat roots, and sometimes you simply go on fasting. I am a poor Brahman, and you have come to my home. Please be satisfied with whatever you get. Give up your greedy mentality.
You have invited me. It is your duty to supply as much food as I want. If you cannot do it, you shouldn't have invited me, Advaita.
You are a reject Paramahamsa, and you have accepted renounce order of life just to fill up your belly. I understand that now. You can eat 10-20 manas of rice, and I am a poor Brahmana. How shall I get you so much quantity?
Advaita, you are a miser. You shouldn't have invited us, but now it is your duty to satisfy our hunger and fill our bellies.
Please, whatever you have, be it a palmful of rice or some vegetables, please eat it. Don't show your madness and stew remnants of food here and there.
Oh Advaita, I'm really sorry, but your words don't help me right now. It's just the prasadam that can give me pleasure.
In this way, Nityānanda Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate and talked with Advaita Acharya jokingly. After eating half of each vegetable preparation given to him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu abandoned it and went on to the next. As soon as half of the vegetable in the pot was finished, Advaita Acharya filled it up again. In this way, as the Lord finished half of the preparation, Advaita Acharya again and again filled it up. After filling a pot with vegetables, Advaita Acharya requested them to eat more.
Please take more. Please take more.
Advaita, how much more can I go on eating?
Please, do not give up whatever I have already given you. And now, whatever I am giving you, you can take half and leave the other half.
But my belly is not yet filled up. I'm sorry, but your preparations do not satisfy my hunger, Advaita.
After saying this, Nityānanda Prabhu took a handful of rice and threw it on the floor in front of Advaita Acharya as if he was angry. When 2 or 4 pieces of thrown rice touched the body of Advaita Acharya, he began to dance in ecstasy, and Advaita Acharya thought himself to be purified by the touch of the remnants thrown by Paramahansa Nityānanda. After all the joking and eating, Advaita Acharya took the lords to wash their hands and lie down to rest.
Hari Hari. A very sweet pastime, and I think all of you truly enjoyed it. And we thank all the devotees who have participated to bring up this beautiful drama. Thank you so much to the Indian Yatra for bringing up this drama in front of us. And now, dear devotees, it's time to know the results of the quiz. So very soon on your screens, you're going to see who have stood first, second, third in the 3 questions that we had earlier today. So let's wait for the results to come up on the screen. Okay, so for question 1, we have Vanshika Mataji at position 1, Rasa Sundari Mataji at position 2, and Ramarupa Prabhu at position 3. So a big Hari Bol for the winners of question 1. And now we move on to question 2. Again, we have Vanshika Mataji standing at position 1, Sakhi Vrinda Mataji at position 2, and Param Gopal Prabhu at position 3. A Hari Bol to all the winners for question 2. And without fail, again striking a first position, Vanshika Mataji got position 1 in question 3. Urmila Mataji stands at position 2, and Sakhi Vrinda Mataji at position 3. So we congratulate all the devotees who have come first, second, and third in these questions, and we also encourage and appreciate the participation of all of you who took part in this quiz. And we would like to just bring up on the screens our organizers for the event, Her Grace Yogini Mataji and Her Grace Shravana Mataji. And we request Srila Gurudev to kindly speak some concluding words. So both the Matajis, Shravana Mataji and Yogini Mataji, have tirelessly put up efforts to bring up this beautiful event for all of us and helping us dive into the glories of Nityānanda Prabhu. So Srila Gurudev, we kindly request your presence to bless them and bless all the devotees who have participated.
Yes, we happily or heartily thank Yogini, Devi, Shravana, and all their associates for really beautiful arrangement. Looking at the whole thing, we can see that before you make something wonderful take place, you must make a lot of sacrifice. That we can see very clearly. And our sacrifice has been accepted by Lord Nityānanda Prabhu. I'm very sure of your promotion and all other devotees who have, when we or other, assisted in this program and also participated. You are all wonderful, and we pray that you are promoted by Lord Nityānanda. Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev. Your blessings and push is all we need to keep going ahead, and we are very grateful to you for always encouraging us to come up with a better version of ourselves. So we thank you profusely, Gurudev. And to all the participants, of course, all our viewers on YouTube, Facebook, and on Zoom, who made this event really wonderful with your presence, with your sweet smiling faces and reactions all throughout. And we are praying to Lord Nityānanda that all of this that we have heard throughout these 3 days, we're truly able to imbibe these teachings, live them every day till the beautiful festival of Nityānanda Trayodaśī comes. And we'll be hearing a sweet prayer which was given in a class by our spiritual master, His Holiness Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj, and it is entitled Make Me Strong.
My dear Lord, there is no sin which I have never committed a million times. Everything I have done a billion times. I have not strength to overcome my weaknesses. I don't have any single strength to overcome my weaknesses, or varieties of weaknesses which I have. It's a shame. I cannot help myself. Therefore, I'm begging you, in all circumstances, all situations, you know everything about me. You know everything completely about me. You know it. You know my weaknesses. I don't have any good qualities, but somehow or other you have brought me here. And I don't have qualification to ask you for anything, because I have not done anything that would qualify me to ask you for anything. I'm not expecting any blessing from you, because I have not done anything that qualifies me for that. But because you are my Father, and you have given me this chance to ask you for help, because this is our relationship. You are eternally my master, I am eternally your servant. Therefore, because of this opportunity you have given to me, I'm begging you to please kindly help me. But everything I need to do to become a bona fide son, daughter, disciple. In all the areas which I'm weak, in all the areas that I'm weak, which you know, please make me strong. Make me strong. In history, we have had you have done many devotees. You have done this to many devotees. The areas that I'm weak, which you know all areas. I'm begging you to please, as you have done to others, do to me also. And make me very strong to overcome all my weaknesses and my obstacles and become genuine. Make me a success. And put me in a situation that will help me to become that devotee that you expect. Do not look at me. Look at what you want me to be and how I will get to that and make it happen in my life. My dear Lord, I exist because of your costless mercy. Your costless mercy is my shelter. And I should wish let it be done.
So I am praying that this prayer can be something that we can meditate upon, and it wouldn't have been accessible to us had it not been for our spiritual master kindly boiling down the teachings to us and teaching us how to pray. So let us learn from these prayers and prepare our consciousness for the very wonderful festival of Nityānanda Trayodaśī coming up, in which the most munificent, the most merciful Lord Nityānanda Ram can be merciful upon us, and we can attract a drop of his mercy and his grace. So we thank all our viewers, all our participants, everybody who has taken part in this event. So we end this global event 7 of Nityānanda Trayodaśī, celebrating the appearance of our original Guru with seeing all the devotees who've come across from the different yatras to put up this beautiful offering at the lotus feet of Sri Nityānanda Prabhu. So up on your screens, you'll be seeing the credits of all the devotees who participated in this event to make it a success. Hare Krishna.
I think it's from.
We'll be resuming the video. There's some technical difficulty, but we shall be resuming it soon.
All right. Okay. You're beautiful. Beautiful world. Wonderful world. Beautiful. Wonderful world.